Did you know that a bizzeffe is a common Italian way to say a lot? And that if you're missing something important, we compare that to not seeing the Pope? Idioms are phrases that may sound really weird to non-native speakers, and yet they are commonly used in everyday life, so knowing them is key both to improve your comprehension and your vocabulary. So in today's video, we will explore 6 common Italian idioms that native Italian speakers use every day with some example sentences. And don't forget to let me know your favorite one in a comment below the video. Now, let's begin. Iniziamo. Idiom number 1, numero 1. A bizzeffe. A bizzeffe. This can be a little bit hard to pronounce at first because it has double Z and double F. For double Z, just remember pizza, so bizzeffe. And for the double F, just keep the sound of the F a little bit longer and you will have your double F sound. A bizzeffe. Perfetto. So this means in abundance or a lot. For example, per esempio, I have a lot of books at home. Sure, you can say ho molti libri a casa, but we can also use a bizzeffe to emphasize they really mean a lot. So in Italian, we using a bizzeffe, that would, I have a lot of books at home, would be ho libri a bizzeffe a casa. Notice how, since this is an idiomatic phrase, we place that after the noun, not before the noun, how you would expect with molti. So if I want to say ho molti libri, I will place molti before libri, but if I want to use a bizzeffe, I place that after the thing I have a lot of. Ho libri a bizzeffe a casa. Perfetto. Ok, numero 2. Numero 2 is 𝗪𝗧𝗔. Let's type this out. 𝗪𝗧𝗔. And 𝗪𝗧𝗔 means a lot or in abundance. So this is yet another way of saying a lot in Italian. 𝗪𝗧𝗔. So for example, if we want to say we have plenty of food for the party, we can say abbiamo cibo 𝗧𝗍𝗔 per la festa. So same way as for a bizzeffe, 𝗪𝗧𝗔 is a substitute for molto. If you use 𝗪𝗧𝗔 though, or a bizzeffe, remember to place that after the noun of the thing that you have a lot of. So you can say abbiamo molto cibo per la festa, or if you want to use 𝗪𝗧𝗔, just say abbiamo cibo 𝗪𝗧𝗔 per la festa. Perfetto. Ok, il prossimo, next one. Next one is stare con le mani in mano. Oops. Allora, let's type this here. Stare con le mani in mano. Now, this literally means to stay with the hands in hand, which means to be idle or to do nothing, often in situations where instead action would be required. So this usually is used in a negative sense of someone who should take action and instead they're just idle and not doing anything. Let me show you an example phrase. Vediamo un esempio. Let's suppose you want to tell someone you can just stand there doing nothing while everyone else is working. In Italian, we would definitely use this idiom to express that. So we would say non puoi stare con le mani in mano. Non puoi stare con le mani in mano. You cannot stand there, doing nothing, so with your hands in hand. So this really gives you the figurative idea of someone who's not doing anything. So, non puoi stare con le mani in mano mentre tutti lavorano. You cannot stay there doing nothing while everyone else is working, while all people are working. Va bene? Stare con le mani in mano. Okay, now remember that these idiomatic expressions can be very weird at first and very hard to remember, but as always, I've prepared a PDF lesson for you, so a PDF that accompanies this lesson for you that you can download for free and you can use to review these idioms and the phrases we're using them in whenever you feel the need for that. So don't forget to download your PDF, the link is in the description. Okay, continuiamo, let's continue. Next one is another one that I personally like very much, and that is essere un bastian contrario. This is very interesting. Very interesting and very weird, to be honest. So what does that mean? That refers to someone who always opposes or goes against the majority, and often just for the sake of being contrary. So literally it says to be a bastian, I have to explain in a moment, and contrario, contrary. Now this is an old expression, essere bastian contrario, that originates from the character bastian contrari or bastiano contrario, where bastiano is actually a common abbreviation for the Italian name Sebastiano. So Sebastiano, Bastiano, Bastian. And these appeared in Italian folklore in the past centuries. This character was known for always opposing others, often just for the sake of it. So this phrase describes just that, someone who habitually takes a contrary stance, not out of conviction, but simply to contradict others. Essere un bastian contrario. So that means to be like him, to be like this character Bastiano contrario. So let me show you an example phrase for this. Let's suppose we want to say, no matter what we talk about, it always takes the opposite view. We would probably use this expression to express that. So we would say, let me show you. Non importa di cosa parliamo, no matter what we talk about, doesn't matter what we talk about. I cannot type today, sorry guys. Non riesco a scrivere. Lui è sempre un bastian contrario. Non importa di cosa parliamo, lui è sempre un bastian contrario. Ok, l'ultimo, last idiom for today, and that is andare a Roma e non vedere il Papa. Andare a Roma e non vedere il Papa. Now, literally, this means what you probably have already figured out: to go to Rome and not to see the Pope, not seeing the Pope. So that's what it literally means. But the actual meaning of this idiom means that you miss the most important or obvious part of something. Now, this has another fascinating story like the previous one. So this comes probably from the usage by the pilgrims in the medieval ages. They used to come from all parts of Europe to Rome to see the Pope, and they had to go through a lot of long, very uncomfortable trips to get to Rome with the intention of seeing the Pope. So if you had to go through all the trouble to go to Rome, you really needed to see the Pope. And if you missed that, well, that was a huge pity, of course. So this is where it comes from. And let me show you how we would use this in a sentence. Let's suppose you want to say, not trying pizza in Naples. So you want to say, like, not trying the pizza in Naples is like really a terrible miss. So if you want to express this concept, if you go to Naples and you miss trying their pizza, which is the best pizza in Italy, la pizza di Napoli, then you can use these expressions. So you could say, let's take a little bit more space. So we would say non provare la pizza a Napoli, not trying pizza in Naples, è come andare a Roma e non vedere il Papa. So if you want to really emphasize that not doing something or missing something, which is very important if in this situation, it's very unique in this situation, if you want to emphasize that, you can use è come is like andare a Roma e non vedere il Papa. Quindi non provare la pizza a Napoli è come andare a Roma e non vedere il Papa. If you took the trouble to get to Napoli, you definitely should try la pizza di Napoli. Ok guys, ragazzi, there you have it, your 5 weird Italian idioms that we use all the time. Don't forget to let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe and enable notifications so you will receive my weekly Italian tips, tricks and lessons directly in your feed. And until next time, fino alla prossima. Ciao ciao!